At the time of this recording, I've been working with people for over a year, lots of people, on removing astral parasites or negative entity attachments from their field. This process has taught me so much about the astral parasites themselves and what we actually need to do to get rid of them. So I'm excited to present this video to you so you can learn more about it as well. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to say, what is an astral parasite? Well, they are spiritual beings, they're spiritual consciousnesses that are actually all around us all the time, but we can't see them or hear them or feel them generally. But from time to time, they do attach themselves to 3D beings, 3D humans, ourselves. Why do they do this? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but generally it comes down to one big one. And prepare yourself, because for many of you, this is going to come as a little bit of a shock. They're here to attach themselves to us to help us. Yuck. You know, right? Like, for some of you who have been suffering from them for so long, this is a terrible thing that I'm saying. Because there is no way that when they are sexually abusing us, or when they are making it so that we can't sleep, or they are terrorizing us in so many different ways, it does not feel like help at all. So how could it be that they are actually here to help us? Well, this is what we see all the time. First of all, if you have done this, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can go to a shaman or to a light worker, and they will spend 30 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour, and they'll do all their stuff, and they'll remove your negative entity attachment or your astral parasite. And they'll say, okay, you're good, you're all done. You are no longer infested with astral parasites. They have been removed. And for you, you'll say, yeah, oh my gosh, it feels so much better at work. Thank goodness this is over. This nightmare is over. And so you go back to your daily life. And maybe it lasts a week, maybe it lasts a day, or for some of you, maybe it only lasts a couple of hours, and then the parasites are back. And you're going, what the heck? I just spent hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands, to have it removed, and it's already back. This is crazy, this is crap. What the heck is wrong? And so this is what we've discovered, is that when they come back, they have come back because there is still work that you need to do. There's still so much more that you need to do in order to make it so that they're gone. Okay, well, what is that work? That work is raising your vibrational frequency. It's stepping into your power. It's discovering your spiritual gifts. It's discovering your mission. And then, once you've done all that, then the entities go away. Well, isn't that interesting? That does sound like they're actually trying to help in this twisted, ass backwards sort of way. All right, so if that's what's actually happening, then now we can step back and say, all right, it isn't the best, the best approach. Why does it have to be so freaking horrible? But in doing the process, in walking through and raising your vibration and all of that, you're on a brand new life mission, a life purpose that you weren't on before. So if you're familiar with soul contracts, then you might be open to the idea that you have chosen before you were born to have astral parasites or negative entity attachments in this lifetime. Couldn't it be possible that you did decide this before you were born? I know that in many cases you'd say, why would I ever do this to myself? But if you weren't far enough along on your process, if you weren't far enough along on your journey to awaken in a certain way or to fulfill your life's mission, then you might have said, okay, what kind of thing can we choose that will accelerate our path? Well, we might choose to have a near-death experience, or we might choose to have a plant medicine experience, or we might choose to have negative entity attachments. So maybe that's the one that you chose. And so that's why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. Anybody who comes to us in our program, they are on that journey. They come to our program so that they can be higher vibrational beings, so that they can fulfill that life purpose or that life mission. So in that way, they are helping. They're helping drive you to take care of the problem. They help drive you to watch this video. And that might mean that you are finally about ready to remove them from your life for good and move on to your life purpose. So how do you do this? So how do you raise your vibration? How do you step into your power? This is a major issue that you can't just answer very quickly. For everyone, it's a little bit different. But ultimately, the process involves the raising of your vibrational frequency through energetic means, so working with a light worker, a shaman, and also through mindset means, so changing the way that you look at yourself and the world. We're very judging creatures. We judge ourselves, we judge the world, and when we come from a place of judgment, we are easily lowering our vibration. When we come from a place of observation and acceptance and optimism and excitement and gratitude and unconditional love, then now we are raising our vibration. We're seeing the world and ourselves completely differently. And then we're no longer a frequency match for the negative entity attachments that we're dealing with. Those spiritual parasites are looking for a frequency that is similar to their own. When you rise above that, then you are no longer a candidate for their attachment. Another huge one is stepping into your power. When you believe that the parasite is more powerful than you, then it becomes very difficult for you to overcome their influence and the difficult experience that you're having. If you think that you are weak compared to them, then they're going to trounce all over you. So it's really critical for you to recognize that you are actually way more powerful than they are. And when you look at them in that way, then their influence over you is reduced dramatically. The way that I look at it is, if I ever had a negative entity attachment come into my field and start to mess with me, how would I look at that? I've been dealing with people and these things for a long time that are dealing with these things. And I just know, it's just hilarious to me that an entity would actually dare to come into my field. I would laugh at it hysterically. I would say, there is no chance. You are barking up the wrong tree, buddy. Good luck with that. And I would sit back and watch it try to influence me and watch it try to mess with me. Hilarious. When you can look at negative entities like that, then you are so much more powerful than them. They have no chance. So these are the things that we teach in the program. Coupled with the teaching aspect is the raising of the vibration energetically. So we're doing lots and lots of energy work to raise that vibration through the roof. But you don't have to come to us to do this. You can raise your vibration, you can step into your power, you can work with energy workers and healers to raise that vibration and to keep the negative entities away while you do this internal work. We do have a program that makes it fairly easy to do, but you don't have to do it that way. There's so many ways. But the main thing is to raise your vibration so high that now, instead of talking to negative entities, you're actually talking to beings of light. You're talking to the Arcturians or the Pleiadians. You're talking to councils of light and so on and so forth. Then the information that you're bringing through is amazing and can probably help the world. And the advice or the help that you're getting is so high that you're completely protected and you're completely supported. All right, so what I'd like to do at this point is go ahead and do an activation to remove a spiritual parasite or negative entity attachment from your field if you're experiencing it right now. So I want you to go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice big deep breath. And relax as you exhale. Feel yourself sinking into your chair that you're sitting in. This is a very simple activation. And it may only be temporary because you have to do all that internal work. But in the meantime, it will at least temporarily relieve you of the suffering, of the symptoms of your parasite. The way my activations work is I'm going to say breath in. When I do, you'll take a nice big deep breath. You'll hold it at the top, and you'll wait for me to say a word. It's going to sound kind of like the word awaken, though it's changed over the years, and it's just more of an explosive sound. This is the energy that I'm using to remove your negative entity. And then once I do that sound, then you can exhale. So removing spiritual parasites from your field. Breath in. Oi! Good. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thanks so much for participating in that activation. It's that simple and it's that quick. Like I said, it could be temporary because you're dealing with a much bigger problem, and the entity attachment is actually kind of like a symptom. I would also recommend that you download an activation off of my website. It's a halo chakra activation, or the chakra right above the crown. This gives a little bit extra protection. Will hopefully extend the time that you are no longer having to deal with the negative entity attachment, and you can start to do some of that internal work yourself. So I'll leave a link in the description below for that. So thanks again for watching this. If you would like to, there are also links below that you can learn more about the program that I teach and participate in it. You can get on a call with me, or you can book the group class using the links below. Certainly you want to join the Facebook group. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for participating in all that I'm doing. We've got hundreds, not quite, but almost hundreds of videos on this YouTube channel at the time of this recording that I would highly recommend. Lots of different activations on here. So if you could subscribe and like and comment, then that helps this channel be more visible to other people who are suffering in similar ways that you might be. So thank you once again. I love you unconditionally, and I'll see you in the next video.